Hey everyone, it's Casual Jake. I am so glad that you are here for another edition of Casual Constructed. We are, this one's really exciting. It means a lot to me because we're doing a semi-bilingual, and I'll be honest, it's mostly in English, but we're throwing in some Spanish, and I'm doing this with my friend Riota, who is fluent in Spanish, was very accommodating to me, speaking mostly in English, but then also throwing in some Spanish terms that I'm learning about the game of Magic the Gathering. Trying to learn a little bit more Spanish through playing. It's really fun. There'll be some translations. I really hope you enjoy it. We're playing great decks. If you want to support this and see more stuff like this, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, go to the comments, tell me what you think of this format. I hopefully can do it more, and maybe we can even include some other languages, right? At the end, we're going to talk a little bit about the Patreon. We're going to talk about the bonfire, so I hope you stick around for all that, and let's get into the game. Well, hey, why don't you go ahead and tell us about your new deck choice. Tell us a little bit about what deck you're playing now.
Yeah, this deck, it's basically a love letter to Innistrad and then on taxes. Basically run a lot of, how do you call it, MDF, model cards. Yeah, it's basically mono white aggro with a lot of Thalias. A little bit of stacks.
Oh, the Archon of America, that's a really good one too.
This deck basically started with my LGS trying to play a lot of stone deck.
Okay.
So I'm going to give some control to that.
Yeah, shake up the meta a little bit with some control. Like you said, some death and tax is great. Well, I'm gonna pull out Olivia's Rakdos Pyromancer deck. Now, if you notice, there's no Lurrus in this one because this deck, as well as playing, of course, Young Pyromancer and the Croxus, all the normal stuff. This runs a few copies of this card, Sedgemoore Witch, which I really like. Livy likes it. Like I said, it makes it to where you can't play Lurrus. By the way, for those of y'all who don't know, Livy's my partner. She's awesome, really great Magic player. Blood _artist on the socials to go check her out, or whatever they are. I'm gonna put the socials there on the YouTube. Check it out. But yeah, Sedgemoore Witch, Menace, and then it's got Ward, pay 3 life, which is pretty good. As we're seeing some more of that Ward mechanic coming in with the Innistrad. But Magecraft, so whenever you cast instant or sorcery, you get to make a pest token, and of course, when those pests die, you get to gain a life. So kind of helps you in the aggro matches, having some of those pests chump block, gain life. So it's some sweet tech. But you want to go ahead and roll 2d6? Let's see what we got this time. That one's off.
Snake Eyes.
Mine was off the screen. So Snake Eyes. Well, I think I'll beat that. If you can believe it, I got a 5 right there. So I'll go ahead and take the play on that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good luck. Have fun. Or what is it? Buena suerte. Divertite. Let's go. Blood Crypt tapped. Y paso.
I'm going to play a Mutable. And
good one. Yeah, you always got an attack now after that. Go ahead and draw. Let's play Blight Step Pathway. So that's the one that's on black. And pay 2 for a Dread Horde Arcanist. The one that when it attacks, trample, whenever it attacks, I can cast target instant or sorcery card with converted mana cost or mana value now equal to its power from the graveyard. And then I'll pass the turn. I'm just gonna say, I'm looking at the overlay, and like both of our playmats are really colorful, and I really like that. I love all the color right now.
Yeah, I love this playmat. Shout out to the artist, the Grand Cinnabon on Instagram. I'm gonna drop a link in the chat real quick. Tap to here. I'm going to play 𝐿𝐴, Guardian of Draven.
Oh, there you go. And that's a fancy one. That's a secret lair, right? Muy bonito, bonita.
Muy bonito. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, ropa una carta. So because of that, it makes this play interesting. I'm still gonna do it though. I'm gonna pay pagar 2 mana para Fatal Push, targeting Thalia.
Okay.
So I gotta pay the 2, but it does get it out of there. And then I'll go ahead and swing for 1, and I won't cast anything from the graveyard because what's the point? And I'll pass the turn.
Okay, I'm going to untap, upkeep, drop. I'm gonna play the Plains or a Janura. I'm gonna play the big Thalia.
Oh, okay, you're playing the other Thalia too. So creatures and non-basic lands enter tapped. Wow. Okay. Yep.
I'm going to end my turn right there.
All right. Well, that's not cool because I play a lot of non-basics. I'll go ahead and play a tapped Blight Step Pathway. Yeah, that's no bueno. Y paso.
Yeah, I'm going to get another Januro. I think I'm gonna tap 3 here. And I'm gonna play an Adeline. She says that her power is equal to the number of creature I control. She has vigilance, and whenever I attack for each opponent, I create a 1 human token. 1/1 human token. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to attack with Talia. That will let me create a human token. That's also attacking.
Let me block the human then, because I have a 1/3. And I'll take 3. Oh, I love that token too.
And that's gonna be my turn.
Yeah, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and Thought Seize you. Okay.
That's mine.
Luminarch Aspirant, Rally the Ranks, and what's that one all the way on the left?
Paladin.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the Luminarch Aspirant though, and I'll take 2.
Okay.
Attack for 1, and I'll recast that Thought Seize.
Okay.
And this time I'll go ahead and get the Thalia's Lieutenant. This is a very new deck for me to play, so I have no idea if I'm making the right calls or not, but we'll see what happens. And then yeah, you have 1 damage coming at you. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to block with Adeline.
Yeah, I figured. So no damage. And I'll go ahead and pass the turn.
I'm going to tap 2 here. I'm gonna have to play a Rally the Rank. It's called Consagrar las Tropas. Y I'm going to say human.
I figured.
What a surprise. I think I'm going to tap here and turn the mutable into a creature.
Yep, which has all types, so it is a human.
Yeah, I'm going to go to combat. I'm gonna swing with everything.
Yep.
I'm not afraid.
No, you shouldn't be, because that's at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's a lot. I think I'm just dead, aren't I?
4 or 5.
Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's 14.
Let me see. I'm trying to count in English and I'm counting really slow.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's the practice. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Sí, 14.
14. Muy muerto. Very dead on that one. Very good. Bueno jugado. Game 2.
Yeah, you too.
Let's do it. Let's do game 2.
One on the bottom too.
Okay.
Engagement.
Good luck. Let's do it. I'm gonna go
Buena
ahead.
Suerte.
Yes. I'm gonna play a mountain. Y paso.
Okay, I'm going to draw. I'm going to play a plains. I'm going to play I think it's called Hopeful Initiate.
Yes.
Or something like that.
Muy bueno.
I'm gonna pass it on.
Yep. Roparon carta. Dragon Skull Summit. And let's play Stitcher Supplier for 1. When it dies, put the top 3 cards into my graveyard. This is what we were missing last game. And I'll go ahead and pass the turn.
I think I'm going to play a land, and I'm going to play Stone Gold Sentinel.
So you can exile. Well, I guess there's no cards in the graveyards just yet. So
yeah. The Stitcher Supply mills three cards, right?
Yep.
Yeah, mills 3 cards on enters the battlefield and dies.
When it enters, you're right. I misread that. I thought it was only when it dies. So yeah, I do have to mill 3. Sedgemoore Witch, Dreadhorde Arcanist, and then Crippling Fear. No.
Oh yeah. Well, I need to exile that. The Crippling Fear when this. Yeah.
Which one do you want to get?
Yeah, the Crippling Fear.
Okay, yeah, so that's exiled, and now you can get protection from black if you have Coven.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing with my Hopeful Initiate.
Okay, I'm gonna block with my Stitcher Supplier. And mill another 3. Dragon Skull Summit, Dreadhorde Arcanist, and Young Pyromancer. Sheesh.
Yeah, I'm going to end my turn.
Alright. And tap, upkeep, draw. I'll play an Urborg. Yay, they're all swamps now.
Woo, swamps!
Yeah, swamp. And I'll pay 2. And let's go ahead and Dreadbore that Sun Gold Sentinel.
That's real fun.
Yeah, I need to get rid of that like yesterday. So let's do that. I'm going to pay a black mana to claim. And I'm going to return Young Pyromancer to the battlefield.
Oh, I love that card. I love Claim and Fame.
Yep, and I do have the Fame that I can play from the graveyard eventually. So, but we're going to claim the Young Pyromancer, and I'll pass the turn.
Need to play a land. It's a mutable. Top 3 here and play a Brutal Qatar.
Yep. There it is.
It says that when this creature enters the battlefield or transforms into Brutal Qatar, I get to exile a creature card and opponent control until this creature leaves the battlefield.
Yeah, I love that card. So I'm assuming you're going to get the Young Pyromancer?
Yeah, sure.
All right, sounds good.
And we got a day. So I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to hit for 1.
Yep, I'll take 1 this time.
Yeah, I'm going to pass the turn.
So I'll pay these 2 for a Young Pyromancer. Pass the turn.
I'm going to pay 2 here, and I'm going to play a Luminarch Aspirant.
Ooh, yep, that's good too.
I'm going to go to combat. I get to place a +1/+1 counter.
You mean this isn't alchemy, right? Where you do it after combat?
Oh, jeez, that's right.
Right, gotta errata all the cards now.
So yeah, I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing at everything. To you.
Yep.
That will trigger my training, so I get a +1/+1 counter of my guy.
I'm gonna block the Brutal Cathar, and then before damage, I'm actually gonna go ahead and Village Rites, targeting my Young Pyromancer. So I'll make an Elemental on as an additional cost to cast this. I have to sacrifice this, so this won't see the Village Rites. No token there, but I do get to draw 2 cards, which is what I really need. And I'll go ahead and take 2 damage from your Hopeful Initiate.
Yeah, so I'm gonna end my turn.
I'll go ahead and Fabled Passage. Now, I think I know what I want to do here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 1 black mana and play Stitcher Supplier. And nice. I'll go ahead and mill 3. Blood Crypt, Fatal Push, and another Fatal Push. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pass my turn.
Okay, I'm going to untap that 3 here. I'm going to play an Adaline. So yeah, I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on my Luminarch Spirit.
Okay, and with that trigger on the stack, I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to go to eliminate your... Oh, this is hard. Because I want to get my Pyromancer back, but also that Adaline is bad news. I think what I need right now is to get my Pyromancer back. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the Brutal Cathar and just destroy that. And that'll give me this Young Pyromancer back.
I'm going to attack with the Hopeful Initiate.
Okay.
That will make it token.
Yep. And I will block the token with my Stitcher Supplier.
Okay.
And so I'll go ahead and mill 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Fatal Push, Sedgemoore Witch, and then another Stitcher Supplier.
Okay, so that's it.
Okay. I will untap, upkeep, and I will draw for turn. And I'm going to pay 2 mana to play Dreadhorde Arcanist. And then I'm going to crack this Fabled Passage for a mountain. And it'll come in and it'll untap because it's my 4th land. And so now we're in the mid game. That's exactly where I want to be. Because I can go through my graveyard and pay 2 mana and cast Fame, targeting my Dreadhorde Arcanist, giving it +2/+2 and haste till the end of turn. So I'll grab that. I'll make an Elemental, which I drew this one myself, and Livy likes it so much, so she keeps it. I just... Yep.
That's cool.
It's got sentimental value. And then I'll go ahead and go to combat. And I will swing with the 3/3 Dreadhorde Arcanist. And with that, I will... I'll go ahead and cast that Eliminate. And I'll destroy your Adaline.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that'll make a 2nd Elemental. So I'll have 2 of these Elementals now. And then you have a 3/3 coming at you.
Yeah, no blocks.
Nice. Okay, I'll get you for 3. And we're turning the corner, maybe chat, hopefully. And I'll pass the turn.
I think I'm gonna tap it here.
Yep.
And I'm gonna play another Adeline.
Yep, that is fair.
So I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to play +1/+1 counter on Luminarch Aspirant.
Yep.
I'm going to swing with Luminarch Aspirant and Hopeful Initiate. That will trigger Adeline and that will trigger the Hopeful. So I get that counter too.
Okay.
Because she's a 3/3.
Yep.
And that's.
I'll block with my 2 elementals. So these will die.
What are you blocking?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm blocking the I won't block the human token, so I'll take 1. I'll block the other the hopeful, and I'll block the aspirant.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass turn.
Okay. I'll untap. Upkeep.
Yeah, we're playing the Tyrant of Tales page here.
Yeah.
Well, they're living up in the Mutavault.
Yeah, right. And I'm gonna claim another young Pyromancer, and that'll make me 1 elemental from this Pyromancer. I will pay 2 mana to fame my Dreadhorde Arcanist, giving it +3/+3, or sorry, +2/+0. And then I'll go ahead and go to combat, and I'll swing for 3. And on the attack, I will cast Dreadbore, and I'll hit your Adeline.
Okay.
So that'll make me another 2 elementals, so I'll be at 3. And I forgot when I cast the fame, that'll make me another 2 elementals too. So I'll have 5 elementals now. And I'll pass the turn.
Yeah, you're hitting 4.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm hitting for 3.
I'm going to untap. I'm not sure if I want to be that greedy.
Oh, you should be greedy. I don't actually know, but I play super greedy, so that's just me, speaking.
I think I'm going to try to do that. So I'm going to play another Luminarch Aspirant.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This time in Spanish, Aspirante a Luminarca.
Hey, muy bueno.
I'm going to tap 2. And I'm going to play Italia.
Oh.
Guardian of Trade.
Yep. I hate it
So I'm going to move to combat. I get to put 2 +1/+1 counters. I'm going to put 1 on my Luminarch Aspirant. I'm going to put 1 on my human target. And yeah. I get to swing. So that will trigger my Hopeful and get another counter.
Okay, I'm gonna block with 4 elementals. And then how much is the rest of it? 6 damage?
Yeah, 6 damage.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep 1 elemental, so I'll take 6 and I'll block that for 4.
And that's it. I'm gonna pass turn.
And to do anything that I want to do, I need to kill Thalia. So black, red, and 1. And let's go ahead and Dreadbore Thalia.
Okay, she's dead.
That'll create 2 more elementals, so I'll have 3 in total. So I'll have 2 that are back at the moment, and I'm gonna go to combat, and I'm gonna swing 1, and I'll swing the Dreadhorde Arcanist, and for my spell, I'll go ahead and cast a Fatal Push targeting your Luminarch Aspirant, and that'll create 2 more, so I'll have 4 elementals back, and then that'll hit you for 2 damage. And I'm just going to use these for 1/1s. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are my elementals for now. And then so I can use my dice again. And I'll pass the turn.
I think I'm going to tap 2 here. I'm going to play Rally the Ranks. I'm going to name humans. And I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to hit you with my Initiate. That's a 5/6.
Oh, I can't kill that with elemental. So I'll just block with 1 elemental.
And on my main phase 2, I'm going to tap the planes. I'm going to play a Pusher of the Fallen. Yeah, I'm going to pass turn.
Well, I need to draw more cards, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and go to combat. And I'm going to swing my Dreadhorde Arcanist and 4 elementals at you. On the attack, I'll play the Village Rites, targeting an elemental, so I'll go 3 elementals, and that'll create 2 more and draw me a card. So you have Dreadhorde, and then these 3 elementals coming at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna block the Dreadhorde with my human token. I'm gonna let the 3 elementals hit me.
Okay, in response to that, I'll pay another 1. And I'm gonna Village Rites my Dreadhorde Arcanist. Yay, drawn into more card draw. So that will make 2 more elementals, and I have 4 back, and I'll draw 2 more cards. And then damage, you'll take the 3.
Yeah, I'm down to 9.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and play red-black for a Kroxa. When it enters the battlefield. Yeah, you know this one, right?
Yeah.
So Kroxa is maybe going to help us get there in the final point. So since you can't discard anything, you'll lose 3 life, correct?
Yes.
I'm actually going to go ahead and play another Kroxa in my hand.
Jeez.
So I'll get you down to down to 3 life. And yeah, those Village Rites did me good right there. And I'll go ahead and pass the turn.
Okay, I'm going to untap, keep, and draw. This isn't that bad. I'm going to play another mutable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think I can kill you.
And I was gonna say I could escape the Kroxa's next turn, and that's already 3 damage right there.
See, that's it. That's game.
That's game. Okay, good game. Good game too.
That was a really nice comeback.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, let's go. I'm going to play Plane, and I'm going to play a Traven Inspector.
Yep, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass turn after that.
And I will draw. I will start off with a Swamp. And let's go Stitcher Supplier. So I'll go ahead and mill 3 cards. 𝐂𝐚𝐤𝐿 Command, Young Peasy, and a Mountain. And I'll pass the turn to you, friend.
Yes, I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to play a Mutable. I think I'm gonna pass turn.
Alright, I'll untap, upkeep, draw. Seer Step Pathway, so that's the red version of the pathway land. And I'll swing for 1.
That hit me.
Okay, so I'll hit you for 1. And then I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 for that Dreadhorde Arcanist in that old school frame right there, baby. And I'll pass the turn.
I think I'm gonna tap 2 here. I'm going to cast a Containment Priest with Flash.
Oh no.
I kind of like that this art, she's bald.
Yeah, right? It's cool.
I don't know why, I really like that. I was really happy to crack 1 foil.
Is she bald in the original, but like you can't see it because of the hood?
I don't know.
You know, I'm just saying, maybe she was always bald. But yeah, no, I like it.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to play a Plains. I'm gonna tap 3 here. I'm going to play a Brutal Cathar. Yeah, I'm going to exile that Dreadhorde Arcanist.
Oh, yep, that hurts.
So I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing for 3.
Yep, I will take 3.
And I'm going to pass the turn.
Alright, untap, upkeep, and I'll draw. I'll play a Swamp for turn. Let's pay black and red. I'm gonna Dreadbore the Containment Priest.
Okay, it's understandable.
Yeah, it's gonna mess up a lot of my stuff. I will go ahead and leave this back, and I'm actually gonna while I can get it in, I'll pay black, and I'll go ahead and claim my Young Pyromancer back. With that, I'll go ahead and pass the turn.
Okay, I'm going to untap.
So it is daytime, correct? So if one of us does not cast a spell on our turn, that'll switch to nighttime.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm going to try to be a little bit aggressive. I'm gonna tap here. I'm going to transform the mutable into a creature. Yep. But then I'm going to tap the mutable and tap a plains, and I'm going to play a Talia Lieutenant.
Shee! That's pretty good. That's a good play.
Yes,
that way you get the counters on the Mutavault. Yeah.
And I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing with my guy and with the Traven Inspector.
Sure. And which one's the biggest again?
The Brutal Cathar. It's a 3/3, and the Traven Inspector is a 2/3.
Yeah, I'll block with the Stitcher Supplier, and I'll take 2. And then I'll mill 3 cards. Fatal Push, Blood Crypt, and Hive of the Eye Tyrant.
So yeah, that's it.
Sounds good. Untap, upkeep, draw, pay a red mana. Let's claim the Firstborn on your Brutal Cathar.
Oh no! Okay.
So I'll make an elemental.
There you go.
And so I have a Brutal Cathar. He's how big right now? 3/3.
Yeah, it's a 3/3.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and swing for 3.
That's good.
Okay, hit you for
Okay.
3. I'll pay a black mana in my second main, and I'm gonna Village Rites the Brutal Cathar that I now control.
Oh no. Okay.
So that goes away. I get another Elemental. I get this Dreadhorde Arcanist back, and I get to draw 2 cards. I will go ahead and pass the turn.
Don't tap here. Okay. I'm going to tap to here. And I'm going to play Luminar Aspirant. That will give me a +1/+1 counter on my Italia Lieutenant.
Yep.
I'm going to combat.
Okay, before combat,
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to go ahead and Fatal Push the Luminarch Aspirant.
Okay.
And I'll make another Elemental.
Yeah, I'm going to pass turn.
Okay, I'll untap, upkeep, draw. I'll go ahead and go to combat. And I'm going to swing... I'll swing all the Elementals and the Dreadhorde Arcanist. And I'll cast a Fatal Push targeting your Thalia's Lieutenant. And that'll make another Elemental to leave back here. And then you have 4 damage coming your way.
I'm going to block an Elemental.
Okay. 1 Elemental goes down. So you'll take 3. Yeah, I think I'm good for turn. So I'll go ahead and pass.
Okay. I'm going to untap, upkeep, and draw. I'm going to play a land. I'm gonna tap my planes. I'm gonna tap my planes. I'm gonna play another Luminous Aspirant.
Ooh, yep.
And I'm going to tap here, and I'm going to turn my Mutavault into a creature.
Okay.
So I get to combat.
Yep.
I'm going to trigger Luminous Aspirant. I'm gonna put a +1/+1 counter on Mutavault.
Yep.
And I'm going to swing with it.
Okay.
It's a 3/3. Oh, sorry, it's a 4/4.
Yeah, it's a 4/4. Yeah, because it's a 2/2 base. I'll block with an Elemental.
And that's it.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. I'm gonna pay 1 for a Stitcher Supplier, and let's mill 3. Land. Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and pay 2 to Dreadbore your Luminarch Aspirant.
They're used to it.
Yeah, right. At least you got a use out of it. And so I'll make an Elemental. And then I'll go to combat, and I'll swing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But of course, I'll get to cast a Fatal Push, targeting your Thraben Inspector. And that'll make another Elemental back here. And then that'll be 5 damage.
Wow, I love those dice.
Yeah, no, I have a thing for really big dice because they help out, like, for games like this. Like, every time I see big dice at a store, like, I snag them up. So if you're out there watching and you see big dice and you don't want them, send them to me. Just hit me up. I will take them. But yeah, so I'll pass the turn. Paso.
I'm going to try this. I'm gonna tap 3 here. I'm gonna play an Archon of Emeria.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Let's see how long that sticks.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass turn.
Hopefully not too long. So that's the one I can only cast 1 spell each turn.
Yeah, and non-basic land enters tap.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Well, I think I drew a pretty good non-creature spell.
Jeez.
I'm going to go ahead and play Eliminate.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah, that was just straight up off the top right there. We'll grab that. Make another Elemental. And I'm going to swing for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And actually what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to play a Village Rites, which I think I had one in here. Let me double check, make sure I'm not lying to myself. Yeah, here it is. Village Rites targeting the Stitcher Supplier. So the Stitcher Supplier will die. I'll make another Elemental, and I'll draw 2 cards.
That's cool, but if you hit me with the Stitcher Supplier, I die.
But that was 8 damage. Well, I misplayed like a mofo, so.
Well, okay, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, I started walking, like I started drawing cards and stuff. So, I mean, that's my B, as they say. So I'll go ahead and pass the turn.
Yeah, but there isn't much that I can do. So let's
sure.
Yeah, that's game. I don't have a ball web here, so.
Oh, no worries, man. No worries. Good game.
Yeah, good game.
All right. Well, hey, I had a really good time playing today, and I really like the mono white deck. I kind of want to see it some more. We'll have to play again sometime soon.
Yeah, but next time it's gonna be a Selesnya, right? I already got like the
There
confidence
you
and
go.
stuff.
Yeah.
Rakdos removal doing great stuff, but I gotta admit that humans deck was scary good. I really can't wait to have Ryota back on the channel, add some Selesnya, some Coco, and see what kind of shenanigans we can get up to. Really kind of tax out the opponent. I think both really fair decks, if you will, going against each other. It was really fun to edit this and get to watch it back. So I gotta ask you, what did you think of this little bilingual video, the Spanish, the English? I would love to hear you. Just go down to the comments, tell me what you think. Hit that like button while you're down there and subscribe to the channel. If you wanted to support all of this directly, check out the Patreon. We have these amazing tiers, anything from Discord access, early access stuff, to also you could be getting physically printed custom tokens made by Blood Artist, my wonderful partner. They're gorgeous, they're beautiful. You get one every month at the $5 and above tier. You want to make sure you check that out, and so you can support the channel, but also get yourself some cool rewards. Last but not least, I want to mention the bonfire campaign, right? We're doing shirts, we're doing hoodies, we're doing sweatshirts, all this stuff. Check out, it's a limited time offer. It's ending January 31st of 2022. So make sure you pick up your Casual Jake logo shirts or your casual crew. Show everyone what you're about, that you're part of that casual crew, rep it. And, you know, if you do become a patron, you do get 10% off. So there's a little hand in hand there. You can really double support the channel that way. Well, until next time, y'all, I'm Casual Jake reminding you, don't forget to play your land drops, and I'll see you next time.